In the winter months, when the circus is sleeping, I like to travel. So last January I decided to pack up the wagon and go on a trip. Using the wonderful Circus Network, I'm travelling Europe looking for culture, food, sights, shows and old friends. Of course, my first port of call had to be Paris. I don't need to tell you how magical this place is. And I immediately scale the city's landmarks, whilst imagining I was in some eccentric Wes Anderson film. Idiot. Fortunately, after a while I snapped out of it and started filling myself up on the Parisian obligatories, pastries, countless €1 espressos and steak frites. Then a little stroll through the red light district, past the Moulin Rouge and many shops I was far too scared to go into. In the morning, it was time for my first circus of the trip. Les Folies Grusses, a family of equestrian masters performing stunts on over 50 horses. It was then time to meet up with some friends to use their impeccable knowledge of the French language.
Bonjour.
But also to head to the legendary Cirque d'Hiver, opened by Napoleon III in 1852, run by the famous Buglioni family. The show was a delight, as were the crepes. The next day we were given the wonderful and unique tour of the Théâtre des Égées. Built in 1770, opened by Charles X, it claims to be the oldest theatre in Paris, lovingly restored in 1984 by the legendary fashion icon Jean Bouquin. We were then shown into a stunning hidden apartment, where one of the previous tenants was apparently Marie Antoinette. Time for lunch, at last. This is Bouillon Julien, one of many bouillon restaurants that sprung up in the late 19th century. If the beautiful Art Nouveau and tiled walls and ceilings doesn't delight you, then the price certainly will, with dishes starting from a couple of euros to about 15.
Okay, go. Do it. Delicious.
Classics such as leeks vinaigrette, escargot, mackerel pâté, pork belly with choucroute, Toulouse sausage and of course, my favourite, crème brûlée. By the amount of families dining here, it's plain to see these places are definitely the most cost-effective dining options and one of the most expensive places on the planet. What a place. Join me for the next leg of my journey as I board this train in completely the wrong direction.